Hello Taurus, Elsie here with a bonus read. Just thought I'd come on a Sunday to drop a bonus read for you. It is Sunday as I drop these cards. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all the ways you love me on this channel. I love you right back. So I'm here to do a bonus read, Taurus, and when I come up with a bonus read here, we are looking at energy that can happen anytime. No time, no date on this. It could resonate today. It could resonate in the future. Let's find out what's coming up for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please don't forget that there is space over at Wizio if you're interested. Please look below this video, click on the word more, and you will have everything that you need, including a link to Wizio if you're interested. All right. Taurus, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about what's coming up for you, my friend. Talk about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, please. What do we need to know the most about Taurus? What's the most important thing Taurus needs to know? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Just making sure that we're not upside down. Nine of Cups is in the reverse. We have, another one. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And we have the Two of Swords. So, you know what? It feels like you are making a decision. And I think the decision that you're making is the decision. The Hanged Man in the reverse tells me that you've had a point of realization. It feels like you have realized now you're no longer stuck. You're no longer in this stuck energy of hanging there. It feels like you have all the information you need. You now have your perspective, and the Nine of Cups is in the reverse. You need to go, or you need to leave, or you've realized that this is not the happiest you've ever been. And so it's time to remove yourself from a situation. But look, the Two of Swords is here. It feels like it's a situation that you don't want to see, or that you can't really see clearly right now. It's a block. And it's like you know from making the decision, seeing everything for what it is, and I feel like you've been hanging here for a while, listening to your intuition, trying to figure out what to do. You've come to a moment of clarity or eureka, and with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it tells me that you're just not happy where you are. So this could be as a person, this could be in a relationship. It feels like the Two of Swords is telling me that maybe there is something that you were not seeing, or something that... Yeah, it feels like something that you're failing to see, because I feel like even though you've come to the realization and you know that the Nine of Cups is in the reverse, that this is not the wish fulfillment, this is the place where you're not really happy, it's still hard to let go. It's still hard to make the absolute decision to cut yourself free from something here, because it feels like it's comfortable. I'm looking at Libra, right? It feels like it's a comfortable rut. This could be a mindset. Tell me what else is coming up for Taurus, please. We've got the Ace of Swords. It's an aha moment. It's clarity. So you've been hanging out there in the Hanged Man energy. It comes up in the reverse, and all of a sudden you have clarity. It's a realization. It's information. It's communication, possibly. For some of you, you may be getting communication that's not going to make you happy. It's not going to be happy communication. But I don't think it's anything you really have to worry too much about, because the Hierophant is here. I want to say that it's a lesson learned. When the Hierophant shows up, it feels like you have learned a life lesson, and that it is that if you stay too long, you can overstay. It's really important in life to know when to leave. The job, the relationship, the friendship, the family. It's really important to know when to go. And it feels like there is a lesson here. And the lesson is, it's not everywhere you go, not every situation, not every job, not every relationship is going to be forever. It's not going to be, some things just don't work out. You just end up looking at it from a situation where you think you're going to be happy, and you just end up not being happy, and there's no point in beating yourself up about it. I feel like you're about to take some sort of other path. I want to say that for some of you, this could be a marriage. And for some of you, you're not leaving the marriage because traditionally in your family, marriages do not break. You could be someone who is Catholic or someone who has a long line of people in your family who have been married to death, right? And it feels like this here tells me that the reason that you might stay, if we are talking about a commitment you're no longer happy in, the reason you're staying is because of balance, because of the rut, because of tradition, because of everybody before you did this. But look, tradition is, I will always say that you have your traditions, and that's beautiful and blessed. But if the tradition is that we stay in our marriage no matter what, even if they're beating the pulp out of me, then that's no tradition you need to carry on to your posterity. And so for some of you, it's hard to leave because it is a commitment. It's a commitment you've made to someone or something, a job, a person. But it feels like there is a lesson that you've learned here. And the Ace of Swords tells me that something has become clear, and some sort of lesson is something that you've realized. This is not my happiness. This is not my happy place. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I gotta stop it. It's like whatever this situation is for you, take it as it resonates. It feels like it's a situation that was starting to lose sleep. It was interrupting your day. It was intrusive thoughts. And the Nine of Swords being in the reverse tells me, I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be looking so far into the future that I'm full of anxiety. And I don't want to be looking so far back that I'm going to feel blue or feel depressed. And it feels like it's a decision. That's what this is. It feels like this is a decision that you've learned a lesson. And now that you've learned the lesson, you got to move on, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Tell me about the Hanged Man in the reverse for Taurus, please. Tell me about the Hanged Man in the reverse. Why do we have the Hanged Man in the reverse for Taurus, please? We have the Queen of Coins. You have decided you know your worth. You realize that you're worth more than this. You're worth more having to be stuck in a traditional, possibly relationship, traditional job. Maybe this is a family business. Maybe your parents have a bakery and you were raised to run the bakery, and now it's your turn to run the bakery, and you just don't want to do it because it's not your wish fulfillment. It's not what you want to do, but you're staying out of tradition. You're feeling stuck with the Two Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords, but you gotta liberate yourself. That's the energy that comes from hanging around in the Hanged Man energy, listening to your gut. You've got to liberate yourself and move forward. You're not happy. So I don't know what situation this is. Take it as it resonates for you. It'll be different for all of you, but you're unhappy here. You know you're wasting your time here. And I feel that with the Three of Swords, it tells me it's playing with your mind. It's a mind fuck is what I want to say. It's playing with your mind, and it's making you feel some type of way. It's making you feel like you're wasting your time. You're not happy there. But I told them I would do it. I committed to it. And it feels like with the Queen of Pentacles here that you realize your worth. And the Hanged Man in the reverse is telling me that your gut is telling you, look, you're worth more than this. You gotta go. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We got Piscean energy here. We've got you here, Taurus. Taurus, I think it's you that feels blocked because you're in a situation that doesn't make you happy. Tell me why the Ace of Swords is here, please. Ace of Swords is here because of the Five of Wands in the reverse. You no longer have indecision, and you're tired of people putting you up against other people. This could be a friendship group. Maybe one friend is pitting you against the other, and there's competition, and you're not into it. We've got the Eight of Pentacles here. You could be someone who's gone to school to get a degree, someone who has a lot of knowledge, enough knowledge to give yourself a lot of balance, a lot of abundance, you have a lot of creativity. It's like you have all of this pent up, beautiful energy that you're not using. The Empress energy, right? Taurus and Libra energy. You're creative, you're grounded, you're stable, you're sturdy. You know how to make something out of nothing. You know how to motivate the people around you. It really feels like you're kind of wasting your time where you are right now. Like your talents, your energy, your beauty, your love, because it's Venusian energy, the way that you love, it's all being sort of like being trapped in a box. Like it feels like you're in a situation that really isn't working out for you. The eight of Pentacles tells me that you've been really working on yourself. Of course, we see the Empress here. Feminine or masculine, whoever you are, you could be the Empress. But it also feels like, I want to say that you have a higher education, that you're probably someone who's got a degree. Maybe you have a master's or a bachelor's, or maybe you're wanting to get a PhD. But it feels like you've had a realization that it's like the Five of Wands is in the reverse. I don't want to beat myself up about it anymore. You're coming to a realization, coming to a slow realization here that it's time to shake it up. It's time for you to do something that you've never done before, but whatever it is, I feel like you're doing with your whole heart, like the Empress here. Tell me why you're unhappy. Tell me what the Nine of Cups is about in the reverse. This just isn't your forever place. Whether it's a marriage, a relationship, a job, family business, this isn't your forever place. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And when I say that to you, if you're the person who's in a commitment, or you're married, or whatever it is, and your commitment and marriage is going fine, you know I'm not talking about you, right? So that's the part of the reading that you must use your own intuition about to realize that I'm not speaking about you. We do have the Eight of Swords here. So you fight with yourself. You don't really want to go, but you're really unhappy. Feels like you don't really want to go. We've got the Magician in the reverse. Look, you're being manipulated. It's like your mind is being manipulated. You're stuck like in this loop of obsessive thoughts, obsessive thinking, because somebody is manipulating the mind. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You know that you're worth more. Somebody might be, if we are talking about work or a business or a family business, it feels like somebody's manipulating you with money. That they're saying, look, I'll just pay you more. Just stay here. I'll just pay you more. Or, I'll just go out and get another job. I'll make more money. We'll have a bigger house. We'll buy more cars. Well, somebody's trying to manipulate you with money in order to get you to stay. We've got the Two of Swords and the Hierophant. Why is that? Two of Swords and the Hierophant, stuck in a tradition here. We've got the King of Swords. You've got to cut yourself free. Look, my friends, that's Aquarius energy. And as we go into Aquarius here, pretty soon Pluto's going to be slipping into Aquarius and shit's going to hit the fan. Things are going to go sideways, but look, it's all it's all for the reason of change. It's all for people are getting out of their ruts. Pluto, to me, it's kind of like Fight Club, but it's like when Pluto enters the scene, it's like now we're just not taking anything at face value. Now we're looking underneath, because Aquarius is not going to be okay with things that are okay on the surface. They got to find out, why is it working? Why is it not working? Is that person not making it work? Am I not making it work? It's the analytical mind, right? We're up in our head, the highly intelligent Aquarian energy, Libra, Gemini, up in our head, right? We're making a decision here, a really big decision, and the decision is best for everyone involved. But look, we've got Three Swords here. It's going to break some hearts. And when you push your way out of tradition, it's going to break some hearts. It's going to disappoint people, but you need to use your intuition, and you need to juggle it and figure out how it's going to work for you. Is it worth it to stay someplace where you're unhappy for the rest of your life? Because we've got this life to learn things, and I think you're the person who is all about learning things. The King of Swords shows up. We have the Justice. Yeah, I think you're going. I think you're making a really big move, a big cut. It's just you've decided that you can no longer stand in this energy of tradition where you're not feeling like you're getting any justice. And I want to say with justice showing up here that I do feel that this is your karmic justice. I feel like you're supposed to be the first one to step out of line in a long line of bakers, a long line of people who ran bakeries and handed it down to the children one after the other. Or maybe it's a farming community and you're the person who has grown up in a farming community, and every generation has taken over the farm, and you've decided, look, I've got more education. I've got education doing things that I want to do. And I'm not saying farmers aren't educated. They're very educated. They feed all of us, right? They're very needed. It's so very needed. But if you're not happy there, you can't stay there. But I feel like somebody here is trying to manipulate you by trying to pay you more. And you can't be bought or sold, Taurus, because although you are about minding your money, you're all about being financially stable and being solid and dependable and all of that, I don't think that you would make a decision that went back on who you are or your the way that you have dreamed that your pentacle world would be. We have the 9 of coins. You got to go out on your own. So for some of you, this could be a relationship and you've decided that it's time for a divorce. When I see the Justice card and the card of, it says here faith, but it is the Hierophant, it feels like, this is a lawyer here for some of you. This is you contemplating divorce, possibly. The judge, the king to me is like the judge, the magistrate, the one that makes the best decision for everyone involved. And we have the Justice card and the Hierophant, the commitment on the other side. It feels like you come out of this single, but I want to say abundant. Moving forward, you are financially balanced, confident it's going to work out in your favor here. We've got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's not going to be easy to leave. But you know what? This is where you need to go. You need to be happy. You need to have your 10 of Cups. You need the apex of happiness. You need to have your own life. I want to say that there's going to be a lot of people that aren't happy with your decision, whether they are friends or family or loved ones or whatever the situation is for you, but you're throwing down the swords and you're walking away. You can't fight about it anymore. I can't fight about my independence anymore. I need to be happy. Tell me about the 9 of Swords in the reverse, please. Tell me about the 9 of Swords in the reverse for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. I feel like this Ace of Swords is telling me it's a realization. It's a triumphant moment of clarity. And it feels like you can't be scared to do it anymore. Yeah, there you go. You're moving on, my friend, and you're the one who's emperored up. So whether you're feminine or masculine, the Emperor and the Empress are here. We have the Emperor energy here. I feel like somebody moves on to be their own boss. So look, you could be starting your own business. Maybe you said to the family, look, it was never in my plan to be a farmer. It was never in my plan to be a baker. It's time for me to move on. I gotta go. It's too chaotic here with me. And I feel like you do it in love. I feel like you do it with love. You do it with compassion. You let them know, look, I can't worry about what everybody's thinking about me anymore. I have to do what's right for me. Moving on to the Emperor, we've got the Emperor and the Empress here. Maybe you're moving on to this business partner. These two here are a couple that are a power couple, right? But it also could be a couple of people getting a divorce. You might be leaving the family, and maybe it's your spouse's family who owns the bakery, owns the business, owns the farm, and you are breaking away from tradition or breaking away from the marriage. And it could be these two that are the ones that are getting divorce or separation. Take it as it resonates for you, but I feel like you're doing the best thing for yourself. You're doing it all out of love. You're not doing any of it out of malice. You're not throwing your hands in the air and saying, I'm done here, I'm out. Screw y'all. I don't think that's what you're doing. I feel like you're making this really hard decision as the Emperor to take what you have built within the self, your creative juices, your, whatever it is that your education, your doctorate, or whatever it is, and you need to go out on your own. You need to take charge of your own life instead of living within tradition. You will end up quite balanced, financially balanced. I feel like you'll end up as the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to be very balanced, very slow, very solid. So you're not telling these guys to go screw themselves. What you're saying is, look, I'm going to give you a month, or I'm going to give you 2 months, or by the summer I need to go. The Knight of Coins tells me you're going to make this move slowly. And we do have the 3 of Cups. It brings so much happiness and celebration, because you're doing what you need to do, my friend. Judgment. It was a hard decision, and there's the King of Pentacles. And so when I was talking about it, I kind of felt it here, that you are going to be stable. You're making this really big decision because it's time for you to go out on your own, make your own stability, make your own life. And I really do feel that moving slowly towards this is really important. That is what's going to make you super happy as you make this big decision to move forward here. No longer stuck. I'm going to go for now, Taurus. I hope that was something that made sense to you. Made not a damn bit of sense to me. Tell me what's going on in the comments, you guys. I love you so much. I'm going to be out for now. Happy Sunday. Please do a little bit of rest and relaxation. A little bit of self-care. Take care of yourself. I'm going to go, Taurus. Love you guys. Bye.